Welcome to This and That Northwest.
When you're in a state of hypnosis, you're in a focused state of concentration. So when you're in that, when your mind is that focused, you're able to pick up on even little details and things that I suggest to them.
When you hear that music, you suddenly realize you're a music conductor and you will get up and conduct the audience.
So their mind does work on a little bit better capability than somebody who might not be hypnotized.
It's 120, 130 degrees, vanish off the both hands. The faster you do it, the better it feels. Hit hard! It's a fast car!
So this show has about 80% new material, at least the material is new to myself. There's a couple of skits that are in my other shows that I have used because they're time tested, and I want to make sure that there's at least a couple of good Grand Slam type of skits in there. And so I put this together in about 4 hours, and it was just before the show, and so I was actually rehearsing. I came early and did some rehearsing to make sure that I worked out some of the bugs, and so I'm really happy with that.
How do you know if it's going to work or not?
You don't. You kind of crossing your fingers.
Whoa, what's going on? Who's this? Why are you having a...
I don't know who it is.
How are you having
I don't know, dude.
Part of it, though, that gives me an idea of what might work and what might not work is my 22 years of experience. So I had a pretty good idea that these skits would work and do well based off of my experience, but ultimately you're kind of crossing your fingers and hoping that it works.
So what brings you to our planet? Our money and our women. Someone in the audience, you best pick up mine.
If you were a booger, I'd pick you first.
This hypno ball bounces off of walls. It's going to bounce off of that wall. It's going to bounce off of that wall. Then it's going to come down, bounce off the floor. It's going to then hit you in the head and put you to sleep. Oh. Watch.
Notice that you brought some people up here on stage, but then at some point you asked them to leave. So what happened there?
So you can't force people to be hypnotized. The only way hypnosis works is if the person allows themselves to be hypnotized, if they go through the process of the induction, which is what I bring them through to get them to the state of hypnosis. And there was, I believe, one person that maybe was there two that basically didn't go along with the induction. As I'm getting older, it's especially with this age group, it becomes harder to be in touch with what they like to hear. And so I had to do a little bit of research to find out, like Drake, I'd never heard of him before. I was a little concerned about those oldies, but I was like, let's give it a shot, see what happens. The entire show went as good as I could have possibly hoped, so I was really happy with it.